Prescott now on second down. Austin's got it left side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get over, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. They go play action here on first down. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he'll get this one down near the 20.
It's almost like Zelda.
Just shy of the 20.
They got the hearts in there, eating chicken.
So the big play gets him all the way down
eating your chicken.
To the red zone here for first and 10. They'll run with Elliott. He spins free. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all this stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
He's going to get it running right. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
Oh, they saved him. They saved him.
But it winds up falling incomplete.
Bullshit.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Prescott on third and goal. Buying time here. Hammering.
Give me that goddamn ball out your goddamn hand. Run that goddamn nigga on me again. I'm going to pop his ass again.
Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not only going to tip it, I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now it's Watson. A bootleg.
Oh, throw the ball.
Down in the end zone.
He said not throw the ball.
Well, we thought these two defenses that might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows?
Got nothing to do with your defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Okay.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. 20. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And give him a gain of 37. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Prescott from the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They begin with a run by Miller. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Here's Foreman. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a big
carry for Foreman. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Foreman. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll try the air now with Watson. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now Foreman, and he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Shit, if he didn't.
Set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield, guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up
hey, get some.
That big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Shit, that nigga got a party. I was going to tell you to invite this dude.
A couple of 1st downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
What? What's wrong? Hold on. Get some. Be quiet for a second, sir. Mr.
Strong up the middle. Both sides
Black Rose, what's the problem, sir?
In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And on the ground they go with the running back.
Right. Pull me 6 yards. Pull me 6 yards. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things
that damn defense sooner or later. When you do, I change up what I'm doing.
Continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism, but without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive.
Right his ass over.
Across the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
They will indeed snap it to Watson.
Go! That's what I got you down for. That's what I got you down for.
1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads.
One
Not
mission
only did
to
they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
There you go.
And this is going to result in losing yardage.
Yeah, you watching?
They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Richmond.
Back to throw, Watson. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. Here's Watson on the sneak. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson taking it in. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. 4th and goal, and they just tell the leader of this offense to sneak it in there, and he got it done.
Yeah, all you're trying to do is follow the wedge that's created in front of you. Center, guards, tackles. Just get low, fire out, and you get low right behind them and get it over the goal line.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
All for halftime.
And out now come the Cowboys. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back.
Nobody free?
Right, hoping for a 3 and out.
So
that
yes,
didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves back on the field.
Here's Elliott. And he'll get this
he
one
was on
to about the 39
he was watching the game.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for
man, you don't play, man.
Stop
all that bullshit, man. You just got beat. I just see.
Give up a touchdown.
Okay, I'm gonna say it.
2nd down, Prescott.
Yeah.
Fast with the feet, completes it right side to Cooper. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Ouch, that hurt. That's going to rain for a minute. God damn.
2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. And they'll run it here. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And they'll go ground game here to the tailback. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Man, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because...
Hey, what is a cheap version of Zelda?
That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's
coach trying to run that out, get some?
Seeing that play, focus.
Seems like you trying to try some extraordinary type shit.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
I'm scared you get some.
Past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first down, it's Watson.
Oh, they wouldn't let me turn to.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out.
Come on,
in this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Right back to him on first down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. And now the Cowboys are call another timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Here's Watson now on second down, rolling to his left. Sideline, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want.
Man, come on, man.
Practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Watson.
Right. Kick it on.
What the hell going on?
Kick it on down. Kick it on down.
What was that, man? What was that? What was that?
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Can't tell me what that was just then?
Now a first down throw. Watson out to his left.
Oh, man, they cheating now, man. They cheating. That's 2 plays where the quarterback did something totally different from what he's supposed to be doing.
12-yard line. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Prescott down, and he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And taken right at the 35. First half in the books. The NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
I know you're not trying to say nothing after that bullshit they just did on me. You can't say they didn't do no bullshit on me. Who tackled me in that play?
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They're close.
How you tackling me? You weren't nowhere near me. With nobody near me.
Probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally.
DeAndre Hopkins started falling to the ground. Did nobody touch him? Nobody nowhere near him.
I think they wanted to be positive with him. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to.
Not when you get all this kind of luck.
Still have a chance to win this game.
We'll see if they can pick
now with all this kind of fucking bullshit luck.
He only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road in just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
You know, Bo. Come on, be realistic.
The spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it.
Because you was about to cry. Because I got through there without getting touched with my quarterback.
So one quick, easy analysis.
You was about to cry about the whole situation.
They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? A shotgun snap for Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. First catch there for Thomas. It's a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Flush to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dayton Jones with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, here's Watson. And pressure gets to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They are going for it. Here's Watson, eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cowboys have recovered. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that,
that's some crazy shit. I want my back and elbow touching around, but they call it a fumble.
Good yardage, but in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Prescott now after the fumble recovery.
Y'all catch it.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Prescott now from the 50. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And now out comes Houston. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play in this drive. Watson now to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away. And to the 42-yard line.
Man, I get caught by the back.
Down there. The improv on the
I can't catch him by the back. I can't catch him from the back.
Try the ground game here with the running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. And the Cowboys recovered. Back now in Arlington.
I'm out of
It's
bounds.
the Cowboys with a
I even
football.
stepped
They'll
out of
be looking
bounds.
to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Your mama old nigga.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Tackle made that time by Kevin Johnson. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Tackle made by Whitney Merciless. The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Prescott. He finds his man. It's Austin. How about another?
Give him everything.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin, 63 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood going into this one ahead of time that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go. He's got him in. Complete. Past the 20. 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 77 yards. And the Texans cut into that lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A big play here for the Cowboys. 44 yards.
That confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Take your free, man.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roll free and brings up 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of, what's right in this game nowadays? Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson on the move. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Watson. They'll roll him out right.
Oh, what the?
And that should do it. Picked off with great anticipation. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 30. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. 2nd down, Prescott. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in for the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston.
Goddamn game. You get a 1-2 day win. You think you hot shit. Nigga, be on this bitch on a regular. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't.
He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here. It'll do something some other time, but some teams like to do something at the end.
There's nobody. I can look at your login when you come in on them, nigga. I got you on my friend list, so I can see when you come online. If I don't see nobody else, I see y'all too.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I see get some, and I know every time to get some, get online. It comes right to my phone at work.
On 2nd is Watson, escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 36 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee.
Huh?
What?
I hope.
Oh, boy, go somewhere. Go somewhere. Yeah, you can go ahead and have them. You can have them. Gene gone to the sleep. Yeah. Whatever. I'm gonna go eat. Y'all have fun.